Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. First down here for the offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Makes a connection. The expressway is wide open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That big play has them in business. First and 10 inside the 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, K. Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Torres. Pressure coming. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires into traffic, intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terrell. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Torres. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Charles. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw, it's Torres. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Ball is free. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's looking on the right side. Touchdown, Miami! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points was waiting on them. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's right on target. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Looking to pass. It's Torres. Unleashes one deep. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job.
Can anyone catch him? The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Dumps it to the back. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Dropping back, it's Torres. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's back to throw on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
That makes the score Miami 35, Oklahoma 7.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Torres. He looks that one in nicely. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll run for it on third and short. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and it's sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Brewer.
Great job of creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
He's going to pass on second down. He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Moving out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Torres. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He rifles one deep down the right side. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Looking for a man. It's Torres. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Fast motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. That pass is incomplete. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the risk.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play well.
And the Canes line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Back to throw, it's Torres. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get the...
Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He finds his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws for the tight end. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They give it to him again. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
And the Canes looking to convert on 4th down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Miami! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Cal found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Berkeley. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Offense working from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. Just steamrolling the defense. Splatters another defender. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. First down for this offense. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Looking downfield. On target to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 63, Oklahoma 14.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Wants to throw. It's Torres. Got his man on the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the route is on. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami 77, Oklahoma 21.
Coming out with it, it's Lewis. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough in the attack.
Looking to throw, it's Torres. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
And first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys. The guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now, to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards, if that's your thing.
Rams him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film. but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Dropping back, it's Torres. It's complete.
The second down pass, complete to the back.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
2nd down coming up.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first game's